Hi everyone, this is Iris from MeritSun Power. Welcome to today's MeritSun Q&A channel. We have received some questions from our customers of the usage of the Power series, and today we will try our best to answer as many questions as possible for you. The first question is from Mary. Her question is that I don't have enough space to install the Power solar system in my home, but the temperature outside is very low. I would like to know if such a system can be installed outdoors. Well, Mary, the answer is yes. We also have some customers installing the Power system outdoors due to the lack of their space in their home, and the design of the Power batteries is to match both indoor and outdoor installation with the intelligent operation design for both the temperature recognition and the waterproof. And this doesn't mean that we don't need to pay attention to when installing outdoors. Compared to the indoor environment, the outdoor installation needs to pay more attention to the following points. The first one is the selection of the batteries, and the second one is the physical environment of the installation space. First of all, battery selection not only involves the IP rating of the batteries, but also the working temperature of the batteries. Currently, for the IP level, we have customers using our specially designed batteries with the waterproof of IP65, and all the ports of this battery is fully sealed, which can effectively prevent the water mist from getting into the batteries, so as to prolong the surface life of the batteries. This design of these batteries is fully suitable for the outdoor installation with high requirements of waterproof. And if you are not living in the place where often rain or nearby the sea, you can install the waterproof shelter over the batteries, which is also a good solution. In addition, Mary also mentioned that if this system would be possible to working in the low temperature, her consideration is necessary. As we know, different range of the temperature will affect the operating efficiency of lithium batteries. When the temperature is lower than 0 degrees, as the temperature gradually decreases, the conductivity of the battery electrolyte will also decrease, and the discharge capacity of lithium will decline rapidly, which will result in the capacity of the battery packs decrease. However, Mary, you don't need to worry about that. We have installed the low temperature heating systems to deal with the low temperature conditions. By heating the temperature of lithium battery packs to 0 degrees before running the battery system, the battery operation is guaranteed in a great extent of efficiency and long surface life. On the other hand, the impact of high temperature on lithium batteries is relatively less severe. Based on the experimental data, when the temperature exceeds 45 degrees, the operating efficiency of lithium batteries will decrease to a certain extent. Installing a cooling fan for the battery systems to reduce the effects of high temperature is efficient for our customers. And we also have supplied our customers with the automatic fire extinguishing device to the use in some centers where the thermal runaway is strictly controlled. In a word, no matter what kind of the application environment, MeritSun will offer you the suitable energy solution for you. And the next question is from James. His question is that, what's the difference between the 48 voltage and 51.2 voltage batteries? What should I pay attention to when I'm purchasing? Well, for these questions, we need to understand the difference between 48 voltage and 51.2 voltage power. As we know, the lithium batteries is usually assembled with several 3.2 voltage cells, and if we use 48 voltage divided by 3.2 voltage cells, then we will get the 48 voltage is assembled with 15 pieces of the 3.2 voltage cells in series. Similarly, the 51.2 has 16 pieces of the 3.2 voltage cells in series. The 51.2 voltage batteries is one more cells than the 48 voltage batteries, which has the larger capacity. So does it mean that there is no difference for us to make the decision between them? The 48 voltage and 51.2 voltage batteries has not only the difference on capacity, but also the matching charging mode. The inverter and the battery can communicate. Then the inverter will charge and discharge the battery through the SOC signal. No matter the 48 voltage or the 51.2 voltage batteries will have no effects. When the inverter and the battery can communicate, the inverter will charge the battery through the original lead-acid mode. The lead-acid charging mode is divided into 3 stages: bulk charging, absorption charging, and float charging. The 51.2 voltage batteries has a higher voltage matching degrees in this stage. That's why we recommend you to choose the 51.2 voltage batteries when the system can't communicate. The next question is from Billy. His question is, when I install system for customers, sometimes I will encounter problems with the communication failure between battery and inverter. I want to know if there is some tips for me to check the system. Well, processization can actually solve some easy questions very efficiently, and that's what our brains has committed to do. The content of one of our YouTube program is exactly the answer for this question. I will put the link below. If you want to know more details, you can go back and check that video. Here, we will sort out the easy process for this question. Simply put, when we encounter the programs of unable to communicate, we will use the hardware and the software level to check this system. The hardware parts normally including the communication wiring, communication ports, and the dialing codes. Make sure they are correct. After confirming this, we will also check whether the communication mode is selected in the inverter side. Only by selecting the corresponding communication mode can the system realize communication. If the system still shows communication failure, then we need to further check the software level. We can usually check whether the software of the BMS has the communication protocol by linking the host batteries. And the communication can be realized only when the communication protocol exists and is selected on the software. If it's eventually found that there is no communication protocol on the software, then we need to contact the battery supplier for the further assist. This kind of process coming is very universal and can be helpful whether it's our system or other system on the market. The next question is from Alex. His question is, I'm satisfied with the current battery system and plan to expand the system. I would like to know the precautions for system expansion. Well, this is a quite common system. When the battery system can fit part of the household electricity requirements, our consumers is more inclined to expand original systems to realize the complete electricity independence. And this power series can support up to 16 PCs in parallel to offer you the large capacities under the communication mode. There is no problems to expand the capacity of the battery systems, but there is still some points we need to pay attention to. The first one is the rationality of the system configuration, and the second one is the precautions of expansion and parallel connection. Regarding the first point, the rationality of the system configuration, whether the expand battery capacity will be charged by the grid or the solar energy, will affect the entire configuration of the system, including the solar panels generation, the total power of solar panels that's allowed to be connected to the inverter, etc. The rationality of the system configuration must be evaluated to make sure the expand batteries worthwhile. The second part is that when expanding the battery systems, we need to pay attention to 3 key points. The first point is expanding battery systems should be within half a year so as to ensure the consistency of the entire battery pack. And the second point is, before installing the batteries, we need to check the SOC of each batteries and make sure the difference between the SOC is not greater than 10%. And the third point is, during the installation of the batteries, we need to make sure the distance of the cables from connecting the inverter and the batteries is the same to ensure the impedance and the current. This is also the consideration of the consistency of the entire battery pack. Thank you for watching today's Q&A for Power Series batteries. If you have any questions about our batteries, Leave your questions in the comments below. See you next time. Bye.